We're just level 2, right?
3.
3.
Shit.
Sorry. Just will use my new health that I rolled when we got leveled up, and I won't use anything else until I do it, and I'll send it to you.
Okay.
Suck.
How did I have this done?
Oh, I know exactly why I don't have it done, because I got super vacationitis on Friday and didn't do shit.
You guys leveled up like midway last time, so.
Yeah. I got the health written down.
You know what? It's right on D&D Beyond. It's just not right on my PDF. I just gotta export it.
Oh, I need to turn my... I'll do that in a second.
I just gotta manage my spells because... No, they're good. Nope, they're all prepared. Sweet. I'm just gonna export this. Oh, thank God. I'm so stressed out.
Okay. My microphone is on.
Yay.
Everything should be good to go. Alright. You guys want to roll?
Roll.
Roll.
Oh, I thought you were like roll initiative. You're like, you mean just get ready to go. What do I need to roll for? I'm ready. I'm doing it.
You don't need to roll yet. Just roll for a recap.
Jesus. Roll for sanity.
I got a 11.
Good job.
Thanks.
I got a 10.
Okay.
I got the 13.
The 13.
Fat 3.
You can do the recap whenever you're ready. We'll give it a minute because we started a couple
Oh
minutes
my God. Alright. I have no idea how well this is gonna come out.
I believe in you. I got a tweet. Can't find Twitter. Alright. Hi, Joe, dude. Thank you for the bits.
Bits.
Bits, bits, bits. We need to do a bits for our little noise.
Bits.
A retweet. Oh my goodness. I'm failing real hard today, guys.
It's okay.
Okay, just wait till you get to my recap.
Yay. What am I doing?
I completely forgot to log into Roll20, guys. I'm there now, but like, it took me a minute.
Did I leave the right screen up?
We're
We're good.
Not.
We're good.
Okay.
I see a bee.
A B?
What?
An Elsa bee. Is your
Just hanging
lemon?
out.
Yeah. Is your lemon stuff super tart?
No, not really, actually.
Nice.
It's pretty good.
Nice. Okay, okay. Whenever you're ready to jump into that recap there, Ellie.
Are we live? I didn't even know that we were live right now.
Yeah, we were just giving it a couple minutes.
I'm ready. Just
Live.
when you're ready to, Are we now? 3, 2, 1.
Thanks for joining us at Ladies of Vathis. It's Monday, so it's been a hard Monday, so bear with us. You might be here for some fun. And Ellie's going to give us a recap of what happened last week.
Because I rolled the lowest.
Yeah.
Okay, last time at Ladies of Vathis, our heroes had recently saved a guy out of from the Freezing Rope Inn, where there was a battle with a red ooze. Nearby, at the Brood awakening an exhausted moose, Uma, the owner, told us where to locate the smell of of where she got her cinnamon for her. Is it cookies? Was she making cookies?
It was candy.
Candy. We're tracking down the cinnamon smell, which was with Victoria's Treats, that was made of Swedish fish that smelled suspiciously like the red ooze that we had killed out in the alley after saving the gentleman whose name I forget.
I don't think you got it.
From there,
Yeah, we didn't get it.
okay, never mind. We didn't get the name. From there, somehow we ended up at the lily pad sanctuary.
Yep.
Where we met Annalita, who we found captured. And in return, we captured Bert, who was seeking the dragon egg that has been being protected by Rashada. After basically beating him into almost a bloody, lifeless pulp, we decided that we were going to head to Ironmark.
Okay.
And that's all I have, so please feel free to just chime in there.
I think you did a pretty good job. You guys did go to sleep at the Freezing Rope Inn, then you woke up and you went and found some guys there. You killed a couple, you tied Bert up, and then Bert was supposed to meet some other guys. There's like a secret road going toward Ironmark. He was going to go that way, and you were sleeping for the night. A few of you were inside, a few of you were outside.
And I know we were considering performing some type of a fake ambush or figuring out what to do about the poachers because we're worried about them screwing with us, and it's probably something to get ahead of, like while we're on the way to Ironmark. So I don't know. Just a thought.
Sorry, my cat is like meowing loudly, and he never meows. Yep. So you guys are taking watch or sleeping for the night. What do you want to do overnight? Do you just want to sleep?
I would say one of us keeps watch.
Okay.
I can take first watch if you guys want to settle in and get comfy.
Also to note, Miles is still a puppy after chasing the cat, and she's just kind of hanging out.
Okay.
The first watch goes by. You hear some rustling. Nothing really big happens. It's probably you're in the middle of nowhere. There's animals everywhere.
I'll take
Cool,
one.
cool.
Okay. Again, pretty uneventful. It's very quiet here. It's very peaceful. If you like not being around a lot of people, this would be a good place for you to be. It's kind of nice.
Nice.
Mhm.
I'll take the last watch.
Okay. Again, nothing really happens. Adelita stays up most of the night. She's pretty concerned that something else might happen. She's a little scared. Someone's supposed to be there tomorrow to come help her. You sent for someone. But fairly uneventful night.
Hey.
Okay.
Yay!
Yay!
Are all the animals that were there when we started the watch still there when we finished the watch?
All the animals are still there. There are 3 horses and a cat. And now a pig. But, you know.
Yay!
The next morning you hear like a rooster crow. And it's really weird because there weren't any roosters. But apparently there's one just like hanging out, not inside the fence. But it startles you awake because you're not expecting it.
All right.
So aside from the minor heart attack, what would you like to do this morning?
Well, we want to wait until whoever gets there, right? For
Yeah,
her.
probably. She needs more protection than what she's got now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Like poke around and see if we have any clues in the daytime as to what happened to the animals while we're waiting for whoever is coming to help her.
Okay. It's not a very large farm at all. Like, it's a pretty decent sized fenced in area, but as for like the shack, it's small. You can see there's like a gate. It would probably be easy for someone to come in and out of the gate, especially if there's not someone actively watching it. If you look closely,
are the animals then? They're not being killed; they're just disappearing.
As far as you know, yes.
Okay.
What happens to them when they leave, you do not know.
Right.
So all of them are disappearing except for the suddenly reappearing rooster.
No, he probably just got out because he can sort of fly.
Oh, okay.
There are like smaller animals inside that aren't really taken. It's mostly the large animals outside. So it's not like they're trying to target any specific animal. They're just taking what they can easily access. This was the
Okay.
first time anyone's ever tried to like actually break in. It's generally a pretty decent area, not much crazy crime happening.
Okay. Hmm.
Suspicious.
I see Joe.
Don't mind Joe. He's my lighting guy.
You got a guy?
I got a guy.
If you want to wait about, you get up probably around 7ish. So around noon, someone shows up. It is a Vasar Mel. He kind of helps around the farms in the area. He doesn't own a farm. He more travels between them. His name is Hyseth. And he's like, I'm here to help.
Hi, thanks for coming. We desperately needed somebody to help out with this animal sanctuary.
Does he look capable? Sorry, not to interrupt
Yeah.
you.
No, yeah.
He is very, he's big. He's a Vasar. He looks toned. Like, he works on farms a lot. He probably does a lot of heavy labor. So he could probably hold his own, at least put up a decent fight.
Okay. Is it just you, or is anybody else coming along? I say that in a nicer way.
It's just me for now. If I need some other help, I can call for help.
Okay. Okay, that's good.
It's like, there generally aren't problems around here, so I don't expect anyone else to show up.
Yeah, generally this place is pretty well secluded enough that nobody gets attacked. But we've noticed that a lot of animals have been disappearing, so I'm just a little worried. But I think this should be okay for now. And I kind of look back towards you guys like, yeah.
Yeah, I give you a thumbs up.
He says, okay, I'll take it from here. And he just, like, immediately goes out and starts taking care of the horses and, like, feeding them. And
Does
He's-
he look like he's good with animals then?
yeah, he seems like he knows his way around, like, large farm animals and farms in general. So
Oh, he's super farmy.
he also seems to have been here before. Like, he knows where their food is, and he just, like, feeds them and takes care of them.
Okay.
Okay. Well,
So
I'm less skeptical then.
Yeah, I would trust them a little bit more. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Did we
Does
want to go?
Adelita know?
Know what?
Does Adelita know him?
She travels. She normally doesn't go into town, but she travels around the farms in the area. It's never been a problem before, so she could leave for a few hours and come back and the animals will be fine. But she runs into him, and they've discussed, like, some of the animals that have come up missing. He seems concerned. He, like, always keeps an eye out. He's just, in general, like,
Good guy. Good guy,
Yeah.
Bizarre.
yeah.
Hyseth.
Does he have any theories about where they're going or why they're going missing?
He's not sure. He's tried to, like, set up camp at night and watch, but he's never, like, he hears, like, rustling, but nothing's ever happened while he was waiting.
Yeah, like we never seem to get him in the act.
Yeah. So he assumes it's at least probably a person, because if they see someone there, they're not going to come. So he thinks you're dealing with something human-esque intelligent.
Okay, when we had similar thoughts anyway.
I would ask him, has he heard stuff of similar to this happening at any other animal sanctuaries or anywhere else?
No. This is the main animal sanctuary for the town. So for this area, nothing's really been happening. He's heard like a couple of the farmers that he's helped, like every now and then, like one animal will go missing, but that's sometimes normal if they get out, or
Right.
yeah, it is normally outside animals like cows, goats, things like that.
Okay. Huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
The occasional dog, and he looks at your dog.
Oh, I'd scratch Miles on the head, like if she looks worried at all.
She seems relieved.
It's okay.
I feel like Miles is probably fine.
Yeah.
Still, Tamron is still like super spooked about Miles because like we still haven't talked about it. I just like she's just turned into a dog and then turned back into a person and turned back into a dog and no one questions it. So she's like, okay, apparently this is a thing people do. So
Okay. Anytime you like look at her or like questioning, like mention anything, she just kind of looks at you and wags her toe.
Aww.
eventually,
Oh, okay, we
I
forgive
kind of
you.
just give up and I'm like, this is just a thing.
Yes,
Yep.
yes, it is.
gonna
Oh,
be a
that
thing.
means she likes you, Tamron. Like when she wags her tail.
I'm like,
Uh,
I'm
she
glad, I think.
before you leave, she runs after the cat one more time and chases it through the like yard.
Are
It's
we
thundering.
wanting to go back to Iron or go towards the Iron Mark thing, or do we want to go back to town for the cinnamon challenge thing?
Well, I mean,
what? I think
the dragon egg I feel like is safe as long as it's with us, so I don't know if it's necessarily critical that we get to Ironmark as much as it is just important that we get there. So
Yeah, I mean, we could backtrack if we want to go back to town and maybe think of a way to handle everything on our plate before we go running off into the wilderness in that direction where it's less safe.
I feel like we should get like a game plan and kind of organize and see if there's any connections, if there's no connections, at least finish what we started and then go start something new. Don't get me wrong, Tamron is all for Ironmark because that's where I'm headed anyway.
Right.
But
We don't want to die.
yeah, there's a lot of hinkiness and I'd
Don't
prefer to be
die.
prepared.
right.
That's true.
Um,
So I would do either because I would be interested in what the heck the cinnamon thing is all about because that might connect with Ironmark somehow.
Yeah, you never know, and it's a lot closer now than it will be when we're in Ironmark, so it's probably better to wrap up business around here before we take off.
Yeah.
Maybe
No, I
we
would
get
agree.
lucky. Stumble
Okay.
upon the disappearing, the reason why all these animals are disappearing from the sanctuary too. If we luck out.
Yeah,
That's
that's a
true.
local problem too. We're
Like,
gonna
that's-
lose track of
Yeah, so
that.
I
if we
feel like-
leave.
oh my goodness. Just as a heads up, it's storming here, so if
Yeah,
for some
you're
reason,
obviously here too. So
It's
I
They-
didn't hear it, and it for once is not storming here. So I'm like,
just in case we drop off, that's why. My an error with XSplit. Software problems. We're back. I don't know if we're back yet, though. Are we back?
Are we back again?
We're back.
We back.
We're
All right.
We're back.
Okay. How long do you guys? He gets there around noon. How long do you wait before you head back to town?
After I would be fine after the questioning and like conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's up to you guys, but I'm not social, so pretty much as soon as he gets into town, I'm packing up.
Okay,
yeah,
so we'll
I'm more
say
interested in what's happening in town versus sticking around here once
Sure.
I've decided he's probably fine.
yeah, if he's
Yeah.
good, and then we feel like this is okay, we can leave him here, and then yeah. Because
Yeah,
I
I
think
would say-
trust. Yeah, I would trust Rashada as a pin because Rashada, you've like your
Yeah.
character's been here tons, right?
Yeah, and
So if you're, like,
after
cool.
seeing him like
Okay.
used to everything, like I would be fine with him. He looks
Okay.
capable. He knows his way around here.
Yeah, it's not,
I would
like,
just say
fumbling and
goodbye.
like, oh yeah, I'm totally
Yeah.
belong here.
Oh, I'm good.
Hmm.
I would just say goodbye to Adelaide and pat some of the animals on the head.
Okay. You guys can head off. It's about a half day back. It's probably about 12:30. So you'll get back probably around 6ish. If you don't stop.
Yeah, let's not stop.
It's
Never
late
stop.
spring, so it'll probably get dark around 8 or 8:30. Start to
Yeah.
get dark, not dark.
Would prefer to not stop if we don't have to.
Okay. You walk back through. Do you pass the farms that you passed on the way here? Everyone waves at you. Everybody's friendly. It's kind of weird because you're not very far away from the Darkest War and you're used to everyone being scared or bad things happening. But
They're jerks.
yeah, these people here don't seem like jerks, which is
They
it's
don't
pretty
even
cool.
understand what it was like.
They probably understand what it was like, but
Are you sure? Is this like the Shire when all the stuff's going on in Lord of the Rings and they're just completely oblivious to everything?
kind of is like the Shire. Like everybody's friendly and yeah, they're not
Sweet.
hobbits though. Yeah. So you make it back to town. Are you gonna go back to your hotel for the night or stop anywhere? It's about
Since it's
6:30.
Since it's only 6:30, we could probably poke around. What was the? As treats is where we found out that Uma got her bakery items, like her candy.
Yeah, Victoria Streets. It's a large. It's probably the largest like store type place in the city. It's on the, I think it's northwest end of the city.
Would we be able to get to them before, like, I guess, like, close?
Yeah, you're coming in from the north, so you're like in the middle of the city. You're not really sure. You've never been there, so you're not really sure what time it closes, but it's still
Nice.
fairly early.
I say we could probably at least go poke around and see, like, really do a whole lot. We can at least go.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
fine with that.
Fine, Gimli.
You head through town. You've never really been on this side of town. Cora and Rashada, you've probably been over here before. Maybe thoroughly, maybe not. Because you travel through here. You get to Victoria Streets. It is a large building. It's about a warehouse size, but it's not a warehouse, it's a store. You go in, and it's quite magical. Like, not actual magic, but it's
Candy
wondrous. There's candy everywhere. It's brightly colored. There are a bunch of little kids in here. Everyone seems happy. Any kind of candy that you would ever think of is probably here. Probably some candies you've never thought of.
Goodness.
I would be
Miles.
super excited.
You're super excited.
I'm like looking at all the stuff that I don't recognize, which is a decent amount.
Okay. If you walk around, you'll see that there seems to be like an area. You walk in and it's like a foyer, and then on the left and right there are bathrooms. And then you get on in and there's like candy everywhere. And then like toward the back there's like a checkout where you would check out. And then you see to the left and the right there are doors that go off to like wings. One side, it would be on, if you're facing the cash register, it would be on the left. There is like a kitchen back there because you see people like bringing out fresh stuff, fresh cookies. They do have like cookies and stuff like that as well, cakes. You're not really sure what's to the right, but by walking into the building, you could tell it's at least a third of the building on that side.
And that's full of what?
There's like a door going that way. You don't know what's
Okay.
over there. Yeah.
Got it.
But the store probably takes up a little more than a third, and then like probably fractions are bad. About a third, and then like the kitchen is on the other side.
Okay. Would Miles be with us? Like, is she cool to come in?
I mean, we should probably keep an eye on her in a candy store.
Yeah.
She can go in with you, but it's risky.
Okay. If she's like sniffing anything in particular that's too high for her to reach or she doesn't want to grab, I would grab it for her and like ask her like, "Do you want this?" Like I would tell her, "I'm buying you one thing, just one. So pick wisely." And then I would pick her
don't think you're crazy right now.
I'm sure she wants something.
So I pick her something out.
Okay.
That's
She's
neat.
very happy. She is like wagging her tail so hard her butt is moving.
Oh, when the whole body goes.
Yeah. She's doing a good
Aw.
wiggle. Like a little wiggle. Okay. Do you guys want to buy anything? Look for anything specific? Talk to anybody? It's like, there are 2 people behind the cash register, and then, like, there are people walking around that will help you. You know how, like, when you go in Bath & Body Works and they, like, try to hand you a bag? It's like that. And they, like, come and talk to you, and they're like, "Can I help you with anything? Here's the bag. Do you want it?"
So can you help us with the with where you get, or do you make your Swedish fish in house here?
We make everything in-house.
Where does your
And she gestures to the kitchen.
where does your cinnamon come from?
It depends what you're looking for. We get cinnamon from all over the world. Depending on what product, it's from different places.
So the Swedish fish that you use to make your cinnamon with, is that from a different, or is it just it's just wherever you get it, and then that's the cinnamon batch that you use for all of said cinnamon created things?
That is from a specific cinnamon that only grows in the depths of mountains in Mithrain. It's a little odd. Hello?
Interesting. Sorry,
yeah.
writing it down.
Very interesting.
How is it odd? Just because of the location, or something about the taste or texture?
Just the location.
Why that in particular?
Because Mr. Victor wants everything to taste different. So whenever he finds something new he wants to add, he makes it specific to something, and that's where it goes.
When did you start making your Swedish fish with this cinnamon?
Well, these have gone back to the time of his parents, whenever they still owned it. So it's been at least 15 years.
And in those 15 years, you've always gotten the cinnamon from the mountain depths?
The only time that we didn't was toward the end of the Darkest War. It was a little harder to get, so we switched to something local. But for the past 5 or 6 years, it's all been the same.
Okay, so in the past, have you noticed anything odd happening when it comes to the Swedish fish? Sorry, did you guys already talk about that?
No, it's
No.
just funny because it's like, now this person's gonna be like, "Ooh,
We're just really curious about these
we
fish.
really like these fish and we really want to get your cinnamon."
She's like, weird. What do you mean by weird?
Like,
Like,
has
it comes
anyone
to
said
life
that they've
so
had
easily.
any? I was like, has anyone had any bad reactions to them or anything lately? Like within the last week or so?
She's like, I haven't heard anything. I know that little Leroy was allergic, and that happened 2 weeks ago, but nothing else.
How long has Mr. Victor worked for this company?
Well, before his parents died, it belonged to them, and then they died about the end of the Darkest War, so it's been his for about 6 years. Originally, it was his and his brother's, but they decided to split off, and he took the candy part, and his brother started Zor House. But their family had it for
A whorehouse?
Zor House.
Zor house. I'm sorry. God, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Wait, you said that so casually. I was like, oh, okay. I just accept that.
Their last name is Zizor, so
Oh, that.
He thinks it's funny. Yeah, so their parents owned it for about 20 years. And then he took over. He's had it for about 6, so it's been in existence about 26 years.
Okay.
I see.
Can you tell us at least in this last batch, since you said you get it from the depth of mountains, is there a specific mountain range? You said it's not local.
It just grows throughout Mithrain, typically, near, like, where streams run throughout the mountain.
Do you have a person who goes and gets it for you, or do you guys just...
Mr. Victor employs many people who go get many things.
Do you know if he's changed
Vendors.
Vendor.
recently?
I'm not really sure who he sends where. I just know he has a lot of people. There are actually a lot of people that stay here. He pays for them to stay here, and then he sends them out.
Is there anyone in right now?
There are many people in right now, but I'm not allowed to let anyone back there. I'm really interested in what you think happened, though.
I'm like, we just had a bit of a reaction to some of the candies that were over at
Okay. She's like,
She said-
oh. Yeah, they just sent
She
theirs
just said that
back.
she got it from you guys.
Yeah, I heard that they sent it back. Okay, so this girl, she's probably young. Like, she's 18 or 19, and she definitely likes to gossip. So she's probably telling you way more than you need to know.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, information you get.
I
is
like
good.
talkers.
Yeah, I heard that they sent it back, and I didn't really hear what happened, but I know that, Miss Uma got in trouble.
In
She
trouble.
did.
Really?
Yes.
The Rude Awakening?
Yes. He does not like it when anyone questions his candy. If he thinks it's good enough to go out, then it's good enough to go out.
Really? Even if somebody had a bad reaction to it, something couldn't have happened in transit or something like that?
If it's in transit, then, I mean, I don't know. She's like,
kind
but
of a stubborn man.
I've only met him once.
What did you think about him?
He's kind of weird. He's alone a lot, so you know what they say about people who are alone a lot. They're normally a little bit crazy.
We kind of all, because up until recently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
I would say that he's a little eccentric.
Okay.
Thing.
He's very particular.
Okay, well, do you know if he's in or where he might be?
No, he's here sometimes and sometimes he's not. We never really know where he is and when.
Helpful.
Yeah, he normally stays in his... I don't know what it is. They say he just, whenever he's making candy, he likes to make new candy all the time. So I assume he's wherever he does that. He doesn't do it here.
So the candy, I thought you said you made all the candy here.
We make all the candy that we release here. He makes his candy before we release it somewhere else.
Interesting.
Interesting.
He doesn't want people to have his secrets, or so I've heard.
I could see where that would make
Yay.
Oh
sense.
my goodness.
Okay. Well, you've been a really, really big help.
Can I interest you in some chocolate bunnies?
Heck yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
She starts handing you chocolate bunnies. She's like, do you want milk chocolate? Do you want dark chocolate? Do you want peppermint chocolate? Do you want strawberry
Peppermint
chocolate?
chocolate.
You guys are gonna be so wired on our walk.
I just take like one. I just want her to feel like she can do her normal job and not get asked a million weird questions. So I'm trying to like give her a break from that.
She didn't really seem to mind. It's mostly little kids in there, so she's probably happy to be away from like sticky little kids.
I take one of each.
That's a lot of
Wait.
bunnies.
Is it like a free sample kind of thing? Like, does she have a tray
No,
of... Okay.
she's trying to sell them to you.
I take a chocolate, milk chocolate, and then chocolate peppermint.
Yeah.
I'll take a peppermint chocolate because that's my favorite.
Sure, I'll put that.
All right. You go up, you pay for them, and then do you want to do anything else? Look for anything else?
No.
Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, I don't want to go like sniffing around here. Like, I guess we could, but I don't know. I don't know.
You guys want to head back to the Brood Awakening and ask Uma why she sent back the Swedish fish? Or the cinnamon? Or what did she send back? The cinnamon or the Swedish fish?
Snappers. She sent back all the cinnamon candy, but specifically the snappers.
Okay.
Well, she sent them back because we asked her to.
Yeah.
Oh shit, that's
Oh,
right.
yeah.
I forgot. Damn it. Forgot that was us.
Like, why did you send these back? Because you asked me to?
Like we literally talked about this.
I totally forgot that we did that because we're trying to protect her stuff. But then she got, I guess apparently Victor wasn't pleased with that.
Well, you know what? This Victor guy sounds like one heck of a character.
I'm a little skeptical
So-
of him.
Same. He sounds suspicious. I think he's the bad guy. I don't know. What if he's making crazy Uzis?
Like,
I'm also
God,
curious.
creeper candy
about-
figure.
They switched their supply like near the end of the Darkest War, which is there's a lot of weird stuff happening near the end of the Darkest War, as we all know. So I don't know. Maybe it's been normal for a while. Like they've been back on their normal supply, but it is an interesting time to have switched. I feel like that's a thing.
Yeah, I'm just a little skeptical because he apparently, if it's good enough for him, then it's good enough for everyone. I'm automatically like, well, fuck you, dude.
You're a dick.
Yeah, like you sound like you suck.
We need to find out where he stays. I don't even know if he stays in this town. He might have like a townhouse in Bavaria that like he lives in, you know. So we need to find out more.
Yeah, do more investigation.
I agree.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nobody really knows where he lives.
They
Are
don't
you-
know where he's. Yeah, he stays most of the time. At least that's how I got it.
Somebody
I wanna
here
get more
has
info
to
from
know.
her.
Yeah,
Then
she might not know, but
Well,
like,
she might not know, but if there's people in the back that deliver him supplies and he makes his own stuff in his creepy house before he releases it en masse,
It's creepy ass.
then someone here has to deliver to him.
Yeah, so someone knows he is.
Right.
So we just wait until we find something that looks like they're gonna go on another run to get ingredients, or we bribe
We could.
somebody?
It's not a bad idea.
We could creep.
I mean, I think we would definitely be able to tell if someone was headed out because they're gonna have bags and maybe even horses, or it's gonna look pretty. They're not just gonna walk out with nothing.
Right.
I think that's probably the best bet because I don't know if even if she knew, I don't like.
Yeah.
Honestly, she's only met him once.
Yeah, the hourly employee probably doesn't know.
Yeah, told us.
do you think Uma might know, or like
well,
somebody at
Uma
like a
did talk to
tavern?
him directly, right? And he got pissed at her.
Yeah, I mean she's also been around longer, whereas this is
Yeah,
just like
That's
a young
true. And
sort
she
of
does own her own
shopkeep.
business.
Mhm.
She might know a little bit more.
And
Right.
Ashley, you said that this was like the best like coffee place ever, right? The Brewed Awakening or tea.
I believe so.
You
It's
said it was
amazing.
a pretty amazing place. So she definitely has clout, and so she probably would. I think an owner would probably know an owner, especially if they were of the same kind of caliber, or at least thought they were of the same kind of caliber.
Agreed. And we do know that his brother owns the Zor House. So that's a really thriving business right now. You think that the owner would be there. He might know where his
Right.
brother is.
Yeah, especially if there's like rivalry there, which you'd think that they would have stayed together if it was going super swimmingly.
Yeah, and so
Yeah,
they
that's a
open
good
separate
point.
businesses.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
So that's a good place to look. I didn't even think of that.
Okay. Would you guys like to go to the Zor house, or would you like to go home or somewhere else, or
What time is it? You said 6?
take more candy? You would have gotten there around 7. You're probably there for about 30 minutes. It's probably
It's getting
7:30.
late-ish.
Or house a bar? Or is it a bakery?
It is a bar/inn.
As long as it's not
A
a
bar
bar
would be. Yeah, a bar. A bar.
Yeah,
That
that'd
is
be
what
great.
I'm
Then we
trying
could
to
go
say.
there and get a room, and we wouldn't look too terribly suspicious.
Yes.
We start asking about candy, brother, everything like that.
Like, hey, we just want to know where your brother's at. That's fine. Don't ask questions.
Okay, you going there?
Yeah, let's go to the Zor
Yeah,
house.
let's do it.
Okay. Takes you a little bit of time to get there because it's on the other side of town, unless you like get transportation.
Fast travel like in Skyrim.
Sure. Da-da-da. You're there. Add some Batman. All right. So you show up at the Zor house. It's getting dark. You walk in. It's a pretty nice place. It's not. Okay. Do you guys want to look around outside? Do you want to go in? I don't want to assume for you. Sorry.
Let's look around outside just to like get a feel for it.
Scope of the joint.
Yeah.
It's pretty big. You're staying in a smaller inn. This is an inn/bar. You can see around the back. They definitely they have like a little building outside that's nearby, and you can assume that they like make their own ale here. Kind of runs in the family, maybe. So you walk around. There's nothing really suspicious out here. It's an inn. It's fairly well kept. You can see that there's a variety of people that are coming in and out. There's like some nicer high class people. There's a lot of everyday like worker people. So a lot of people seem to come in for the ale and then leave. Some people stay. It's an everyman's bar.
I like it. I go up to the bar and I order some ale.
Okay, so you go in.
Yeah. How busy is it? What does it look like on the inside?
It's pretty nice. It's there are a lot of like booths, and then there's some open tables, and then there's a bar on both sides. So there's like one in the back and one in the front. Oh no. So we're gonna hold on for a minute.
Who knows? Is everything okay?
We have a missing dog. She's back.
Someone let him in and I didn't know about it. So we were calling him outside and it's the little one. So I was like, oh God,
Oh, okay.
what happened? But then turns out he's sleeping on the couch. So
Yep.
don't be rude.
That's so funny. I'm glad that your dog is okay.
Yeah, same.
Me too. I just got really scared for a minute, but I'm okay now.
Okay, so you go in and it's nice. There's a bar in the front, there's a bar in the back, there are tables, there are booths. They have like a little bit of food. You can see some people eating like simple things. There's like bread, chip type stuff. But everyone seems to be happy and having a good time. You can see like toward the back there's a set of stairs that like go up, and you can it's about 3 stories, so you can assume that there are rooms upstairs. But the bar takes up the entire bottom floor. There are many people here. It seems to be the spot.
Is there a table available that we can sit at, or is it like how does seating work here for food and drinks?
Yeah.
You just go in and seat yourself basically. There are some seats at the bar in the front, and then there are a couple tables throughout the middle. All the booths are taken, and the bar in the back looks pretty busy. It seems like the people in the back, they all seem to know each other, so you could think they're probably locals, and then the people like toward the front are probably people who are just traveling.
Are there any tables in the back?
There's one like toward the middle back, but it's not in the back.
Would it be a
I was
good
thinking-
vantage spot though?
It'd be a what?
Would it be a good vantage spot though?
Yes, you can see both bars and the stairs.
Maybe that one.
Okay, I feel like that's a good one.
Sure. You go sit down. You wait a couple minutes, and a nice Ildera walks up to you. It says, "Hi, what can I get you?"
Can I get a menu?
He says, "Sure." And he slides you a piece of paper.
Is it a menu?
I'm like, what do you recommend?
Oh, that's
He's like, "I really don't drink it. I don't care."
What about for food?
Sarah.
He's like, everything's good. He's like, "We have a lot of stuff from the bakeries around town.
You have Swedish fish.
No, we try not to bring candy in because candy and alcohol don't always mix.
How about anything cinnamony?
We have a nice cinnamon L.
Give me one of those.
Okay, it is called... I don't know what it's called. A chili blast.
Cool.
Ooh.
Yeah. It's cinnamon and chili peppers.
Goodness.
Sounds spicy. I want it.
And then they has notes of chocolate in it.
All right, so now I'm a little more sold.
It's a dark ale. Okay, do anyone want anything else, or
I'll
one
take-
for each of you?
Yeah, I'll take that. And then do you have like a sticky bun or a cinnamon bun? Like a pastry?
No, I can bring you like some honey wheat bread and some butter.
Yeah, I'll take that. 2 of them.
Two,
I want
two
one.
loaves.
I want 2 also.
Okay.
Just gonna have bread all over the table.
Well, because it's for Miles. One's for Miles, one's for me. But I just say 2, just for me.
He leaves. Comes back a few minutes later. And he gives you each a hearty mug of ale and 4 loaves of bread.
Wow. Okay. I'm
I
gonna
really
take
like
a
bread.
He says, "Do you want to pay now, or do you want to open a tab?"
Okay, now I'll go ahead and pay ahead so I don't forget and get in trouble.
Same.
Same.
Okay, it's 5 silver per mug, and then it's 2 silver for each loaf of bread.
All right.
I lied.
You lied? Is that what you just said?
I did indeed. The L's are right. The bread is 3 copper.
Much better.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's way
nice.
better.
Yeah.
Sounds like there's a sale.
Like, so 6.
Sale.
7, so let's see, 8 silver for me, and then I'll tip a silver to make it 9 silver.
He smiles. He's like, thank you. And he has like a little apron that has like pockets in it, and he puts it in his apron. Walks away. And then he comes back and he's like, oh, if you need anything else, just like raise your hand. Somebody will come help you.
Got it.
I'm like, I like how he doesn't guarantee it's gonna be him. He's just somebody.
It's efficient.
Yeah, like I can dig it.
You looking for anything in particular? You just gonna drink your ale?
Just over here, the conversations down by the local side, more so.
They're loud. There are a lot of like, there's like a group of guys together, and they all seem like they're probably friends, and they're like joking with each other. It seems like there's like somebody made a bet on an Essel tournament and lost, and they're just like making it worse for him. Just like, oh my god, how did you bet on that person? And like, you're so lame. And then just like, they're being dudes.
Okay.
The bartender in the back is a human female. There are two of them. Most the waiters and waitresses you see walking around, they're split between Ildera, and then there's like an elf and a dwarf. And then the front bar, there's a human male and a female elf.
Bartenders?
There's 4 bartenders and there's 5 waiters.
Well, you see, I don't know. Do we know what the Zizor family looks like at all? Like,
Yeah, I don't know anything about them.
no.
Have not seen them. But you maybe ask.
Yeah, like we could ask the Eldera waiter, because it's probably not going to be him, just so we're not like awkwardly like, oh, hi.
Okay. You want to raise your hand? Or...
Yeah, I would raise my hand and wave.
He walks back over. He's like, done already?
Oh no, but so far it's delicious. Thank you. We were just looking for Zorhan. We were looking for him.
Oh, you were looking for Vincent.
Yes, Vincent. Thank you. I'm terrible with names.
I think he's here tonight. Do you know him? Do you need to talk to him?
Yeah, we had a couple of questions for him. We were just wondering if he had a minute or something, just when he gets a moment.
He normally comes down around 9, so he should be around soon.
Okay,
Thank you.
thanks.
No problem. If you need anything else, just raise your hand.
Will do.
He looks at you weird as you wave at him.
So it's interesting that this dude's name is Victor and his brother's name is Vincent. I mean, some families do the theme name thing, but I wonder.
Yeah. It's a nice alliteration, I guess.
Yeah. What if they're twin brothers or something? That would be neat.
You gonna
But,
wait the hour?
Yeah, I imagine we just make small
Yeah.
talk about all the stuff going on, and still trying to overhear if anyone talks about anything weird happening in town. But if they're just bro talk, I just mostly tune it out.
About 8:45ish. The Ildera comes back and he gives you all drinks. It's the same thing you had, and he points to the guys in the back.
Oh boy.
And then like a couple guys look at you and give you finger guns and wink.
Finger guns.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
boy.
then one of them kind of starts walking towards you,
No, can someone shoot him?
but as he does, the Ildera is like, "Oh, there he is." And then he kind of like motions toward the stairs in the back. And there is a human man, probably in his mid to late 40s. You would consider him charming looking, probably. Like, he has the like typical nice looks about him.
Can I get
Uh,
the
So
number?
probably all like what we think his creepy brother probably looks like and acts like.
Yes.
Is he
Probably-
coming back?
He's just walking down the stairs. He walks to the back and he like says hello to the bartenders. He like pats some of the guys on the back and he's like, "How you doing?" Like, you could tell that he's probably very much with these people a lot.
Friendly to his staff.
Very friendly to everyone. He seems like a people person. He seems charismatic.
Does he wear like fancy clothes? How highbrow is his outfit?
He has nicely tailored clothes. You wouldn't say they are high end, but they look very new, very nice. So he's not trying to show off, but he is extremely dapper.
Oh yeah.
You're welcome. He sees the Ildera like kind of motion toward him. He gives him a strange look, and he walks up. He's like, "Can I help you, Ward?" He's like, "Oh, these ladies were inquiring about you. I just told them I would let them know when you're here." And he says, "Thank you." And Ward walks away. Ward is the Ildera.
Alright. Let me make a note of that. I didn't get his name. Can't find it. Oh, here we go. So does this guy just like come up to our table?
Once Ward walks away, he's like, "How can I help you, ladies?"
We're just here having a drink. We've heard a lot of good things about you as the owner of this establishment.
Good to hear that people who aren't from my town are hearing good things about me and my establishment.
Yeah, I mean, you and your brother, you run fine businesses. They're both very popular in town.
Yes, yes, Victor has a very fine business as well.
Oof.
Hmm?
Even
We
I
noticed
heard that
that-
tune in Ashley's
yeah.
voice.
Do we notice like any like does his face change or anything like not, or is it just his tone?
He seems approving. Like, it's a good business. He's not gonna say it's not.
Okay. What do I got here?
I think of something to say that isn't like super suspicious.
Yeah, just like some more small talk, maybe. I'm no good at this talking thing, so I'm gonna say something real weird about my pet pig if we keep it up.
Okay.
Probably.
So let's see. I'm gonna try to use persuasion and ask him to like if he like, since we've just recently visited his brother's store, if he could give us like more information about how did he ever, like did they ever once own this candy place together, or did they split? Yada yada
Oh yeah, we
yada.
could ask him. Was this like a joint venture that you guys
Yeah,
did? I see
just
that you guys
trying
have
to
a lot
get that
of baked
information
goods
out of
and
him.
stuff here. I just
With hopefully a good persuasion check. 16.
He says, "Yes, my parents originally owned the candy factory." He's like, "It was actually in this building here.
Oh.
But during the Darkest War, unfortunately, toward the end, the building caught on fire and my parents perished. My brother, yes, my brother and I took over together, but Victor, being the genius that he is, culinary genius, I should say, he's always wanted the family business and he did much better with it. And we figured if we split what we were doing, that we could bring more, how do I say this, prestige to our family name.
Well, it seems to be working. I mean, you guys both run two of the most successful businesses in town.
We do all right for ourselves.
Does your brother ever come by and visit?
He visits occasionally. He doesn't necessarily like to be out and about too much. He normally stays at home.
Oh, is he local here? I didn't know there was another estate for you guys.
I generally stay here, but he lives in our old family home most of the time.
Of what?
Their old family home.
Oh, most of the time. I heard
Most of the
sleepy
time.
And I was like, wait, what?
Except for when he sleeps and then he turns into a bat and sleeps in a tree. I'm just kidding. No.
Okay.
Calling it canon. The
Just
DM
use
said it.
canon.
He's a druid!
He's actually took.
Oh my god.
I'm just kidding. I'm
It's canon. She said it.
I'm just kidding.
Like climbing around my shoulders this whole time because he's like, I want to fly around, but I can't.
So, like, he said that their parents died in a house in a fire here near the end of the Darkest War.
Mm-hmm.
That's unfortunate. I'm really sorry.
That's a sad little tale.
Yeah. Do you know how the fire started?
We're not sure. My brother and I were not here at the time. Our parents always worked late. I think that's where my brother got it from. They were always trying to make new and better things, and I can just assume that either we thought it was a little suspicious, but we're not sure. So we just assume like something malfunctioned and they accidentally burned it down and were unable to get out.
Like,
Aw.
since you run a bar and you are local, I was just wondering, have you heard of anything kind of suspicious recently? We've been running into a few things in town that just seem really abnormal.
Like,
Yeah.
some weird shit.
I heard about some Lassie, come back. What happened? Are we here? Oh, dog. Okay, never mind. I heard about some bandits or something on the road. That's unfortunate. That never happens here.
I actually run into bandits a couple times on the road, and
Yeah.
it was pretty severe. And then there were some animals that went missing at the local sanctuary.
Yeah.
So-
that was
They had
a
big
little weird.
animals.
So you are the ones that ran into the bandit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a farmer ran into them before we did.
He kind of looks you over.
Uh-oh.
He's not sure if he believes you or not.
Oh,
And he's like, huh. No one really said who they ran into, but someone did dispatch them.
Yeah, that
And then
was us.
the animals missing?
Yeah.
That's strange.
And, you know, there's been some rumors of some weird kind of monsters around town, which sounds a bit ridiculous to me, but with all the other stuff happening,
We've been really wanting to be a little bit cautious because we're not from the area.
right.
We're just passing through, but if we've already run into bandits, and then if there's thieves and monsters,
Monsters.
like I heard that this place was really safe.
Monsters.
Some poor guy said that he got attacked by this glob.
this
Burn
Burn
red,
it.
town. Yeah.
like a red glowing blob, you know?
And it burned him. Like, he had burns. It was
Had to heal him.
beyond anything I had ever seen.
Was he drinking? Were you drinking? That's strange. Not to be offensive, but that's strange.
It is strange. I don't think we were drinking.
Not heavily.
Not enough for that.
Mm-hmm. No.
He's like, yeah, sure.
He's like, I'm surprised no one else saw it. Something
like-
that odd?
It was in the back.
That's-
It wasn't exactly during the height of day. Was
We
it?
don't mean to trouble you with all this strange talk. We just thought we'd ask a reliable source of information. You know, kind of what's going on around here. We just want to help, really.
Something
I'm-
local. trust.
We don't want
has
to
a good reputation.
I
get
love.
involved with anybody a little bit more. Rumors. We'd rather get it straight.
He's like, I love a good story, and this is the best kind of story. Heroic monsters.
Well, if you hear anything, we're staying at the Freezing Rope. Right?
Why would you stay there? Why would you not stay here?
We didn't know about this place. This is my first time coming in here, and you know.
Well, then you can have a round on me. Welcome to my establishment. I hope you enjoy yourself here.
Yay! Thank you.
Hey, thank you.
Yay! Free beer!
You're 3 deep now.
I'm like sweating a little. Wow. That could have been bad.
Yeah, I know. Like we
This
could
is
have.
too expensive. Not enough hammocks.
Cameron's like, oh.
Okay. I kind of give you girls a look, and if you guys don't have anything else, I don't really have much else to really think of that might help drive this conversation further to where we want it.
I don't think so either.
No, I mean I think we got a lot of good
Or
information,
anything for alcoholics that see things.
and I guess Tamara would just be like, "Oh, it was really, really nice to meet you officially."
And like we said, we'd love to meet your brother if he's in town. A whole family experience.
He kind of gives you a look because he just told you his parents were dead.
I'm still family.
That's his problem.
Rude.
He's like, I'm not sure whenever he'll be out again. It kind of depends on how he's feeling.
Okay.
Absolutely. We'll be in town for a few days, so
Good to know. Like I said, you can always stay here. I know the freezing rope in can be a little cold.
Do you accept boars?
dogs.
Yeah, and dogs. Are
We
you
have-
pet friendly?
We have a small stable out back.
Okay, awesome. That could work.
I look down at Miles. Yeah, that could work. Like, I don't mean that she's gonna stay there. This is me thinking to myself. She's gonna be snuck in through a back window. So if she doesn't want to stay down there with Bacon,
Yeah,
Bacon needs a friend.
Took will stay
That's
with
true.
Bacon.
That's true. We have like, you guys are the best. Okay, so what would you like to do?
Drink my beer.
I mean,
This is
I'd be
your
I'd be
third
buying.
cinnamon chili chocolate beer.
we,
Nice.
we have a problem, ladies.
Diabetes.
Ward shows up and he just like gives you more bread. He's like, "You're gonna need this,"
Yeah.
and then walks away.
You're so nice.
Yeah, I wouldn't leave till like I was sobered up a little, so we'd probably be here a little longer at least.
You see some of the people thin out in the back. Some more people come in and join the ones that stayed. More initially, it was like a lot of guys. There are more women showing up now. They're dressed very well. They're probably trying to pursue some of the men. More travelers seem to come in. They're just looking for a place to stay. They have a drink. They go upstairs. No one too exciting. No one's saying any tales of bandits. You hear a story from one person who traveled from Ironmark that their horse got stolen or ran away. There were some spiders, so it could have gotten spooked.
I'm like,
And-
I'm not really one to believe in coincidences, so I
Yeah.
just keep a mental note of the fact that someone else's horse got stolen.
There's
What do they want with animals? It's so weird. I mean, I know that like horses get stolen all the time, but the pattern of the other animals just makes it strange.
And they're all large.
Right, like where are you hiding me? Whatever.
Even bodies would be hard to hide, like if they're killing them for whatever reason.
Right.
You don't hear anything else too exciting. Let me see. I lost my name list. I have to find it. Bryson shows up about halfway through. He's with another half orc. He shyly
Hi.
looks at your table and waves.
I wave at him like a little bit excitedly.
We got a free bath, so.
You
Wave back.
Actually,
like, I'm
I'm-
not shy about it.
Actually, I would wave pretty excitedly. I'm somewhat drunk. Why not?
Yeah.
He like sheepishly smiles. He seems a little embarrassed, but he looks very happy. He sits at the front bar, which is surprising with his friend.
The front butt.
The front butt.
How many friends is he with? Just the one, or
Just one.
Okay. And I look at you guys like, do you guys want more company, or
I'm like, do
Where are
you
we gonna
want more
go?
company?
Yeah, right.
Are you just like
Gross.
making eyes at him?
Yeah, I would be, because I'm pretty
So
tipsy.
you're like a little tipsy too, right? So
He
Yeah, I
kind
would
of
be.
looks at you and then shies away. And his friend is just like giving him hell for it. He's just like poking him and just like. And then his friend's like,
What?
yeah.
Do it.
And he like motions you over. His friend.
I'm like,
does.
Rashada, you should go over there.
talk to him.
So he motions
Go
me
talk
over.
to him.
He motions for. You're like waving. He's like, okay. He's like making fun of his
Oh,
friend
okay.
because a girl's flirting, and then he's like, okay, like waving you over. He's like pretty far away, so he's in the front of the bar. You're like toward the back, but not in the back.
Okay.
I
I
would
would
go with her. I
wave.
mean, we don't have to leave her. We don't have to abandon her.
You want to go over? Okay. You want to come with me?
Let's go
So
with
yeah, I
her.
would go up to the front of the bar
And like,
and
you
say
know.
hi.
I'll follow too. Because I'm marginally invested in this. I think that Rashada should. Her friend.
Like,
Yeah.
you need wing. I need wing woman.
You do.
Oh, and
So
I'm
there's
there
that.
for you.
Okay.
And Cora, we will be your wing women.
Yay!
Horribly, but you know.
It's all good.
Because Cora doesn't want us to
fine.
like die in a ditch somewhere.
True.
That too, yeah. You don't pay me if you're dead.
then she's
Right.
getting paid, right?
Right.
So we're over here like,
Our
yes,
interests are her
Rashada,
best
let's do
interest.
this.
And
And
I'm
she's like,
just like,
"Oh, God."
gotta keep you alive.
For all these extra adventures, you can charge them. By the way.
That's what I thought.
No. Oh, cool.
She's just like
Uh.
sticking out. Someone's like, "Here's your bill," and it's like,
By the time we're done with this, we're gonna owe her our lives.
And
Yeah,
all of
like
your
a
free soap.
But isn't getting bacon like priceless to you, Cora?
you know what? She'll make that. She'll probably decide that later.
Yeah, just wait.
Okay. So I go up and say hi to Bryson.
He's like, hey. And his friend's like, oh, hey.
Hi, I'm Rashada. I don't think I've met you.
Hi, I'm DeGaulle.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Nice
And
to
this
meet
is-
you.
This is my group of friends, and I introduce everybody.
He's like, hey, girls.
Girls.
Hey.
Hey.
He's like, Bryson, are these the girls you were talking about? And Bryson's like,
Bryson.
was like, dude. He's like,
Hi, he was talking about us.
uh,
What a bad friend.
he's like,
The worst gamers ever.
he's like, yeah. They were in, yes, 2 days ago. They were here 2 days ago. And, yeah, I gave him some soap.
So how's it going?
The guy's like, it is going great. He's like, it's not every day Bryson talks about a girl.
Well, good. I hope you had a good day at work. If you had work today.
He's like, yeah, I work almost every day.
Aw, you're such
And
a
then-
hard worker.
DeGaule's like, nah, his mom owns it and she makes him work.
Nothing
Oh.
wrong with that.
Yeah, what a nice, caring mother to give you a job. That came out
Yeah.
condescending, but I didn't mean to.
You
Give
can always roll to try to
force.
make that better.
So I hear any rumors?
About what?
Stuff in town. We've been out of town and now we're back.
The other day there was like a cinnamon explosion,
What?
You heard
What?
about that?
and my
What?
mom was like, oh my god, I need that cinnamon for my soap, but we couldn't figure out where it was, so yeah.
What did you hear was the cause of the cinnamon explosion?
I just heard that like cinnamon spilled or something. I'm not really sure. It was between like a bakery and the coffee place. Could have been anybody. People are clumsy.
Wow.
He's like, I only hear what comes in.
What comes in? Who
Like who
is
comes
saying?
into his.
Oh, gotcha.
I heard it from. Who did I hear it from? Huh.
Let's
Hmm.
see.
Oh, I heard it. This is the weirdest flirting ever. It's great. I heard it from Light. She sometimes works at Brood Awakening with Uma and Brixie, but she just said she smelled cinnamon. She also talked about these weird girls that were going on and on about cinnamon. Yeah, that's about it.
Wow, totally no connection to us.
What? Oh, yeah. Rashada would be about to say like, "Oh yeah, that's," and then as soon as Cora would say something, she'd be like, just drinking out of her mug.
Weird.
DeGaulle looks at you real weird.
Yeah. Well,
Bryson-
We're like 3 drinks in, 4 drinks in.
You're 3 drinks in. This is a very strong like ale. They make it on site, so it's pretty strong. Yeah, he gives you a weird look. Bryson is still like super shy. Like he just told you the story, but he's still like after he got really excited over telling you about the crazy girls, he like went back in his shell and he's like shy. He has like his head down, like he has his arm up on the bar and like his head's like down and he'll like kind of look up at you like from the corner of his eye sometimes.
Oh, that's so cute. Rashada finds that so adorably cute. So Andrew's not good at flirting, but Rashada would try to ask him questions about like what his day
Himself.
was like, and if he found anything else that was crazy or anything fun or something like that. She would just
Like,
be
we're
like,
3 drinks in, and you guys need to catch up, obviously.
yeah,
Right.
yeah, exactly. So, but if you guys have any questions specifically, feel free to chime in. But Rashada's just going to be Rashada gonna do Rashada, and she's gonna be very talkative, especially 3 drinks in.
Tamarin 3 drinks in is basically forgotten all about the cinnamon issue, and doesn't want to come off as the weird girl talking about cinnamon anymore. So she's like really
That's what
behind Rashada, like talking to Bryson, because that's like her pet project right now.
Oh my god, I love
Yeah,
it.
that's all I'd like be trying to do. Otherwise, I don't have a lot to contribute.
DeGaulle writes something on a piece of paper, hands it to you, Rashada, and
Not
says,
the phone number because we don't have cell phones yet.
open it later.
What? Open it now.
I
Open it.
give him a look, and then I pocket it.
And then he pats Bryson on the back.
Did we see it? Like, did we see that happen to him saying, open this later?
He was not trying to hide it at all.
Okay.
He very much doesn't care what anyone knows.
Okay. But he cares about what we know in that letter, or that note.
I don't know. You're gonna have to open the note later.
Oh my god.
Open it. What'd you write in there? What did you write? What did you just write and give to her?
Are you
Very-
asking him?
Very yes, very unstealthily, I might add. What was on that? What was in that piece of paper?
That's for her to read later,
Yeah.
and if she wants to tell you, that's fine.
Yeah, emphasis on the later. And I give you, like, I say it softly, but I give you a look like, not now. Don't. I'm also imagining Miles, like, looking up at us, like, and watching, like, as if she was watching a ping pong tournament, going back from Bryson to me to Bryson to me. Like,
She licks your hand.
It's like Miles likes him.
yeah.
Miles is happy-go-lucky. She's just good.
She's just having a good time.
Everything.
Yeah.
If she also wants more food, like loaves of bread or whatever, I would give her some stuff to chew on or drink.
Just give a dog.
Just pass the dog and then the next beer.
Oh boy.
In like a bowl.
You have a drunk dog. You shouldn't give dogs beer.
I don't know if she likes beer. We'll see.
Brown.
Yeah. Or milk. I would give her milk. Be a responsible pet owner.
Ew.
Okay. But yeah, I would just make general conversation, flirtatious conversation until things start to wind down and we sober up.
Okay, if you don't get anything else to drink, it'll probably take at minimum an hour for you to feel brave enough to go back to your inn. You know how you get to that brave stage of drunk?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
where you're not necessarily not drunk anymore, but like you feel like you're not
Feel
drunk
like
anymore.
you're not.
But you are, yeah.
But
Right.
like,
You're actually quite
walking,
drunk.
like walking is okay. It's not like a challenge that you know you're gonna fail.
You probably don't think it's a challenge.
Pizza couch.
Yes.
I would also, when we're leaving, I would let Bryson know, like, hey, if we run into, or if we hear any more cinnamon explosion incidents, we'll let you know.
He kind of like pulls his arm up at that point. Like he's been kind of hiding behind his arm, and he looks at me, he's like, really? My mom would be so happy. She might give me more than 2 days off.
Oh, then I definitely will. Very much will.
He's like,
Yes.
okay,
Okay, bye.
Oh my god.
bye.
I'm like, that was the funniest thing ever. It's much fun
It's
in
so
a long time.
wholesome.
Where you guys going?
Married.
What you doing?
I'd probably go to bed after that.
Are you going back to the freezing rope?
Yeah.
Yeah, if we can make it back there, like I know we're brave, but like, can we get back to the freezing rope?
Sure. You get there. I don't remember the dude that's there. Ty's there. Whenever you get there, he's the creepy elf guy.
Pale elf.
The pale elf. He's like, oh, hey, someone was here looking for you earlier, but I don't know who they were, and they didn't leave a message.
Oh, did they leave a message?
Nah,
What? His name's Ty?
his name's Ty. Yeah.
I'm like, what did they look like?
Human. About, I don't know.
Can you describe anyone we know if we like press him for details?
He describes a fairly standard human man.
Ugh.
Great.
Yep.
Does Ty sound
How
like
many? Yeah, I'm like, well,
Mhm.
Ty is the name of the guy, right?
Yeah.
Like the elf guy.
Yeah. He said he would find you later.
Human man.
He's like, it's
Have we
weird.
dealt with any human men?
A bunch. Yeah, there's a bunch.
Yeah, we've met some.
Human man standard. I'm like, interesting. Do you know what time he
Basically
came
a
around?
template.
He came around right before dark. It was probably about 8.
Okay, well, we're gonna be in for the night, so like if he comes back, just
Okay, I'll let you know.
Mm-hmm.
Or someone will let you know I'm going home.
Okay.
okay.
I would get bacon, which would have been stabled with stuff and things.
Yeah. Bacon can stay with you in this hotel. They don't care. And
Yeah. Oh, okay, cool.
okay,
Sounds good.
go to your room. Are you gonna sleep off your alcohol?
Yes. I
You
am
know
at
if
least.
anything's been like moved in the room or anything?
Yeah, I wanna
No.
watch.
There's like no furniture. Whatever you left is
I
still
wanna see
here.
if Cameron can even remotely try to get in this hammock now.
Hold on.
Roll.
Rashada would try to assist, but I'm not going to make any promises that it's going to be helpful.
Like I'm just
Roll
waiting
to
for
assist because my roll to not be or to get into the hammock was a 5.
Roll disadvantage because you're drunk.
it.
I'm going to be like giggling and like, oh, sorry, I'm sorry.
3.
5. My other one was actually really nice. I could have made it in, but no.
So I got a 20 and a 15. So 15. I'm actually helpful.
You're able to like climb up in it, and Rashada is like trying to boost you, but she pushes a little too hard and you overshoot it. And like your foot gets caught in it.
Got like thump, and I'm like, ow.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
I'm like, it's okay. Why did it try and get in the higher one? Just go on the
Rash-
floor.
Rashada would be
So
like
silly.
petting
I
her
don't help, I
head.
just watch.
I'd be like petting her head like a drunk girl would be. Like, I'm so sorry. It's so gonna be okay. I don't know why I'm and then I would fall asleep.
Okay.
You're gonna be more
I'm assuming we'll
cautious.
eventually get-
Are you all gonna fall asleep? Just like
We're drunk, so I mean, I'd probably try and stay up, but I don't know. Do I roll to see if I stay up?
you can roll. You're probably gonna pass out, but you can roll.
Do I roll at disadvantage again?
Yeah.
I got a 4. Homegirl passes out instantly. Like, just not even in the hammock. Like, I hit the floor and I just decide to stay there.
Tamron's
Rashada
like-
petting my head.
That message was really weird. I'll stay up and see if anything happens, and then start snoring.
It was weird, but he doesn't like remember it.
Who?
Who said that message was weird?
Tamron.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh! I thought like the other dude just popped up out of nowhere again, and I was like, wait, what? I'm so confused.
How
He
you
did
get into
say-
our room, you creeper.
He did say it was weird because
Guys, he's in the
people
room.
normally leave blue winds and they don't like actually come in.
And it was kind of late, so
Yeah.
yeah.
A little
Okay.
strange. He might have assumed
Yeah.
you had a gentleman caller.
I go to sleep too.
We've had a few of those.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, so I guess we're all asleep.
Sleep too. Yeah.
okay. You wake up the next morning. Your window's cracked open.
Uh-oh. It wasn't like that, or are we just stupid to know if it was or wasn't when we went to
It's-
sleep?
It's not cracked a lot. It's about 3-4 inches. It's a little chilly the next morning. That's why you know.
Okay.
You
Is-
can.
Is Miles with us?
Yep.
Ah, I knew it.
Bacon.
My- Miles, Bacon, and Took are all there.
Missing?
Huh?
Is anything missing?
It doesn't look like anything's missing. It does look like, as far as you can remember, because you're pretty drunk, it looks like things are like moved around, but like nothing is missing.
Yeah, I want to like go through my stuff and see if anything's been tampered with that I wouldn't be able to notice, like pretty thoroughly.
Yeah, let's check the egg too.
Mm.
All of your money is there. It does look a little bit like someone like rifled through your bags, but it looks like everything you packed is still there.
The egg?
The egg is still there.
damaged? Like the exact same egg? Like they didn't take it and put a different egg in there?
Miles is sleeping on top of it.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Good dog.
I would wake her up and be like, "Oh, did you sneak in here, Miles?" And then I would ask her like, "Did you see anybody else come in here, or is it just you guys?" Does she nod or anything?
She growls at the window.
Actually, how did you guys get in here? Like,
They went
Are
in
we
there
on
with
the
you.
second
They're
floor?
allowed.
oh, okay.
Yeah, you're on the first
Yep.
floor.
Huh. So somebody was in here last night?
Growls at the window.
Can I check for scuff marks around the window, like right outside the window, shoes, any like sign that someone tampered with it?
Sure. Do you go out of the room or you just like go out the window?
I would go out the room the normal way and like careful not to touch around the area, and I'd ask you guys to just like not get your fingers all over it for a minute. Don't disturb it.
Don't touch it.
Don't touch.
No touch. You get around to the outside. Ty's at the front desk. Whenever you walk out, he's like, "Good morning." And-
Morning. Any more messages?
Nope.
Thanks. And I just keep heading out.
He's like, "Okay, bye."
It's so much more happy now.
He got to sleep. He's probably tired.
Yeah.
You walk around. You can perceive.
Oh, that's really good. That's actually a 23.
Oh,
It doesn't look like you notice the distinct lack of locks on this window. But you can't see anything on the window specifically. It doesn't look like anyone pried it. But you do see footprints.
Are they big man feet?
They look to be probably man feet, but they could probably also be like orc feet, half orc feet, or
Wait,
half
What did
orc
my-
female.
what did my note say? I completely forgot about it. And I was drunk last night, so.
Right.
Okay, so Cora's outside and you're inside trying to read your note.
Yeah, like I'm looking around and then I remember, oh shoot, the note. And I like take it out of my pocket. What does it say?
It says, "Meet me at..." I gotta find it. I need a fancy place. "Meet me at the Clever Book tomorrow at 3.
Phew, I didn't
We
miss
didn't
it.
miss it.
Okay, good. Okay. I smile and I put the note back in my pocket.
Okie dokie.
Do the footprints like end up trailing off? Can I get a direction, or is it just?
Strangely, you see them walking toward the window and they end there. It does not look like they went back out.
so it doesn't look like they went back out, you said?
Correct.
Okay. I would like be saying all this to you through the window, you know, since it's open while I'm out there. So I let you know what I'm doing.
Like, should we check around the room? I mean,
The only thing that's closed off is the bathroom.
well, I'm gonna go check the bathroom.
Someone in our bathroom? Yeah.
You open the door.
On it real fast, just to like alert a person. I have a whip that I can use. I am gonna have it readied, just so I can maybe like catch them. And then I'm gonna open it really carefully.
It's dark. I mean, your opening is slow, so it's dark in there. But once you get the door open, it appears to be empty.
Right, and I'm like, the bathroom's clear.
With your perception, Cora, you would have noticed when you left that the door was unlocked. And you probably would have locked it last night.
I think they went back through the inn on their way out. Well, the freezing rope, I should say.
So should we ask whoever was at the front desk if someone came through that didn't come in?
Yeah, I don't know if there was anyone there. Because he went home for the night.
He has someone come over.
Oh, does
overnight.
he have someone relieve him?
Yeah.
Yeah, meet me at the front desk, girl.
Okay.
Girls.
Girl.
People at the front desk.
Hi. No more
Hi.
messages.
Did anyone come in here last night?
Yeah, Ghost. He works here at night.
Like, did he leave any message for you that maybe someone had left out of here that didn't come in?
No, he said no one came in or out last night.
Really? I mean, either way.
Which means they're still in the...
Oh no, what did I do?
Can I insight that or whatever to tell if a person is not being honest?
Sure. Insight.
20 non-natural.
As far as Ty is concerned, no one came in or out.
I like nod at you guys kind of subtly. Like, yeah, I believe.
Like, do you have a lot of... when we checked in before, you said you didn't have a lot of guests. Did someone check in after us?
We have a couple people here right now. A few people have checked in since you. This is also sometimes a place where people who get a little too drunk come and sleep one off so their husbands or wives don't get mad at them.
Okay, that makes sense.
Because it's cheap.
Are there any other entrances or, exits apart from this one here? Do you have like a back secret basement? I don't know.
Back secret basement.
Doors that are not these front doors?
There's an exit through the office, but only the people who work here have a key. And then he's just like, windows?
Around other windows to see if there are footprints leading away?
What?
I can go check.
If they had gone in through our window, walked down to a different room that was unlocked maybe, and then left out their window and walked away from the place? Just to see if we can find if the person might still be there.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I mean, how big is this place? Can we walk around it and see?
It's pretty small. There are probably about 10-ish rooms on the first floor plus the lobby. And then on the other floors, there's probably about 14 rooms, so 7 on each side. It's not very big.
Well, we can reasonably say that if they left out of the hotel, they would pick a first floor room.
True. I kind of explained that we think someone might have been in our room, and we were intoxicated, so it's probably just us being silly. Try
He's
to
like-
downplay it.
Yeah, that happens sometimes. We get some
Funny.
drunk people, but we've talked about putting locks on the window, but they never. I don't know. It doesn't happen enough.
Has
Well,
it happened recently to anybody besides us?
No one's mentioned anything, but it happens. He seems like this doesn't bother him at all, and it's
Right.
weird.
Very
It's weird.
nonchalant,
Yeah.
People break in, whatever.
He's like, is something missing?
You sleep in hammocks. So what do you want?
Oh, no, nothing's missing. Everything's fine. Like we said, we were probably just intoxicated and cracked a window and just didn't even notice.
He's like, yeah, you guys were stumbling around a little bit.
Yeah. We were in rare form.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well, that's all. No, nothing to worry about. Thanks for your help.
No problem.
And I'll probably check around the outside of the other windows if we then kind of break up.
Do you want to start on the side you're on, different side?
The close ones?
Okay.
Like the ones close to ours, and then work around the building, I guess.
Okay. On your side of the building where you're staying, there's like a walkway going toward the front of the door, and then like there's grass around the building, so it's like standard. Your side, there it doesn't really look like, other than your footprints, there wasn't anyone who walked on that side that you can tell. If you walk around the back, there's not really a room. There's like 2 rooms down there. And then to the other side, you do notice that it looks like someone or something has been walking around over there.
Okay. If I got their attention, I'd gesture the girls over. I mean, I don't know where they're at, or if they're trying to figure this out with me, but.
Yeah, I would. If she like shouted like, "Hey, I found something," I would come over or something.
Okay. You walk over there. You notice that there are footprints, and it kind of looks like hooves. So
It looks like what? Hooves?
yeah, like footprints and hooves.
Yeah.
So
Is
someone.
it, like, what's around back there?
There are a couple like other businesses, and then like you start getting off into the farm areas.
And they're fresh, like could be from last night, or.
You got like animal handling or.
Yeah, I have. I know I can track things, which I think would help a lot here. I don't know if it would count for tracking, but I do have animal handling, and I have nature.
Okay.
So I don't know which way. I have survival. I have a whole bunch of stuff.
Do nature.
Okay. 12.
Okay. Human footprint. Well, person footprints, and it looks like a horse. Probably, you could tell by the size. It's most likely a horse. It looks like they were riding in the area. There's not like. It's not solely one direction of footprints. It's like they kind of walked in circles for a minute. But there is a distinct set that is leading away from the building.
That one's suspicious. So I don't know if we want to follow that one back a bit, or try to see where some of these lead.
That one looks heckin'
Yeah,
suspicious.
let's do it.
Let's do it. Hot on the trail.
Like the weirder one. I mean, why not, right? I don't know.
Me and what else you gonna do today?
Yeah, I'm not gonna get drunk today.
No, we should probably stop day drinking.
Our day drinking is not working out
Probably.
for us.
Last night was kind of night drinking.
Yeah.
That was just regular old drinking. So maybe day drinking is fine, but night drinking's bad.
I think we have to alternate.
Yeah, probably.
See which
Yeah.
one's better. I like
Yeah.
that thinking. Yeah.
Alright. Well, we'll sober track the animal first, though,
Sober
because
track?
it's probably going to go a lot better that way.
Maybe. Are you taking your stuff with you? You leaving it? What are you doing?
I take it with us, especially after our shit got rifled through. I mean,
Are you
guess we
gonna
can safely leave it.
do anything about the window or anything like that?
It open and pretend like we just didn't notice it.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we want to catch someone in the act, we can't really let them know that we noticed, I guess. Although I don't know how subtle they were being, but I don't know.
Okay. You're gonna follow the tracks?
Yeah.
Okay. Perception or natures, please.
Either one or just both?
Yeah, if you don't... Nature, if you have it. If not, perception.
Nature is actually better than my perception, so... Not by much. Okay. I got a 5.
13. We're all scrutinizing.
5, 4, 18.
My nature was a 16.
5, 4. Okay, you guys are in the middle of the road. Literally, you're in the middle of the road. You
Okay.
trace the tracks
Sober
back...
or not, we're still just in the middle of the
back to the road. You can tell Okay, so you're going past a couple businesses. There's like a little tiny like dirt alley. This city's like got a bunch of businesses close together. Some of them in like more center parts of the city have like actual like cobblestone like roads, but like out toward the edges of the city, it's more like dirt. So you're toward the edges and you're going out toward the farms near not the same, it's north, but it's not the same road that you took to get to the sanctuary, but it's out toward that way. It does look like there are some tracks like out toward farms, but it could be farmers, maybe not farmers. But it looks somewhat traveled, and someone has gone this way recently.
Okay. I don't know if we're just like tracking down a normal street, a bunch of normal people, but I don't know.
Well, it like there's like a road, like cobblestone, and like it crosses over it and goes onto a dirt road.
I would keep following them and looking for anything that's weird.
Everything is weird.
Yes.
Oh, great. We're looking at everything then.
Okay. You're following a dirt road. There are up not too far. There's like a medium-sized farm. It's to the right. It looks like they have some vegetables. They don't have too much livestock, so it's more of like a growing stuff farm.
Farm, less ranch.
Yes. And then you continue down. There's one on the left, and it has some more animals. This is probably about as far as any of you have been. You can see there's like another farm in the distance, but you can still track and tell that someone, has been this way recently.
Okay, I'd like to do that.
You keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get past the farm on the left, and you're stopped by a human man. He's like, "Hi there, haven't seen you around here before."
You look like the guy that was described, or like.
He's kind of old-ish, and he's like seen some wear. So,
The guy who
Same.
came looking for us.
this guy's probably a little older.
Man.
So probably not him.
Probably not him. He's like, not many people come out this far.
I'm like, we're looking for a friend of ours who came out this way recently.
Oh yeah, I saw that someone came down here. I didn't know if it was my neighbor down there, but he leaves sometimes. Not that often, because
I'm like, was it by horse?
yeah, there was a guy earlier. He was on a horse.
Oh, is he coming from our way?
Yeah. I tried to yell hi and stop him, but he just kept on going. Hope he's not related to them bandits I've been hearing about.
So you've been hearing about bandits too.
Oh yeah, news reaches us a little bit later, but I've definitely been hearing about it.
You guys haven't been bothered, have you?
No, it's surprising because I have all these animals and none of them gone missing. I've been hearing about that too, especially with lily pad so close by.
That's good that your animals haven't gone missing.
I got some
Especially
really
those
good dogs. And then he looks at your dog. He's like, if you ever need another dog, let me know.
Well, this one is Miles is pretty nice. That was really rude. But Rashada would have said that very nicely.
I'm like, did you happen to see which way our friend went? I'm like, I'm a little worried about him, given the fact that there are bandits. We were supposed to meet up, but we actually got stopped on the road ourselves, and we missed the time.
Oh, yeah, well, he was just heading down toward the other farm. I assume that he was maybe friends with them. I don't know. It's not very often people come through here, but whenever they do, they're not always friendly.
I'm
Well,
like,
thanks-
unfortunately, that's one of his personality defects. But thanks so much for letting us know.
No problem. Stop by anytime.
Have a
Especially
nice
if you need a dog.
Got it.
He's trying to sell you a dog to protect
Got
you.
it.
Well, after we get it like out of earshot, I'm like, that's a little weird. I mean, it seems like people don't come down these parts very often, but there was someone here earlier.
I'm like, and that he's headed to that farm down there?
Yeah, we should keep going that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah, keep on. You make it.
Turn back now, it would look pretty suspicious anyway.
Okay. You start traveling and it's pretty flat, so the farm's actually further away than what you thought. It's gonna take you a while to get there, and to make it back, there's a good chance that you're gonna miss your date.
Oh shoot. Oh.
Want to split the party, but should we split the party?
Yeah, because
Which way should we split?
if I go back, I feel like it wouldn't be more than like. I feel like I would be fine because like I'm just meeting up with him, right? Like I'm not.
What if I go with you, Rashada, and Selfie, you go with Cora? That way both party people have healers.
Okay. Yes.
Now you're thinking.
Brilliant.
I like it.
Now you're thinking with portals.
That way, if that guy tries to make you into a lampshade, you have help.
Yeah. Safety first.
Yeah,
Safety
and
in
we'll be
numbers.
cautious. I mean, I won't get in anyone's way. If I find something weird, we'll just head back and report on it. You know.
Right.
Soon as we get finished with her date thing, we'll head straight back.
Okay. If we find anything, weird, I guess we'll just stay around low key and not get into any trouble and wait for you guys.
Okay, we'll hurry back.
I'll send Took ahead of us when we're coming back. So you know we're
Okay,
coming.
that's smart.
Yeah.
Good plan, guys.
Use our animal friends.
Yes.
Ashley.
Okay, who wants to go first?
I want
I
to hear
don't
about
care.
this date, so I'm more interested.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, I wanted to say the date first, but I
I
didn't
just
want
want to listen. Like I'm so nosy.
You've been traveling. It's about noon, so it's gonna take you about 3 hours to get back. So you're gonna get there like right on time.
Perfect. It's like we planned this or something.
You go back by the old guy's farm, and he's like, "What happened to your friends?"
I'm like, they went on to check on our friend, but we have some other arrangement. We didn't expect to go this far.
Yeah. And I hurriedly like keep going.
He's like, "Do you want to take a dog? It's not safe out there."
No, we're good. Thank
Like,
you.
I assure you,
And I
we're
keep
fine.
going.
Okay. You pass his farm. You kind of get like a look at his livestock, and he has like border collies, and they're like making sure the animals are doing what they need to do. So he probably really doesn't have a problem. His dogs probably alert him to everything. Then you pass the next farm. You really don't see anyone at that farm, which is weird because you would assume that they would be like out tending to the plants, but you haven't seen anyone. And you just keep back on into town.
Zooming on by.
Zooming on by. You pass your inn, and then you continue on into the middle of town. It's pretty much the middle, which you were nearby earlier whenever it's sort of near Brood Awakening and the spa. But you are heading to, what did I tell you? The Clever Book. It is a bookstore. They also get like carafes of coffee from Brood Awakening, so it's kind of like you can sit down, read books, talk to people, that type of place. They also sell a lot of books.
Oh, I like it. Yay.
I'm like, oh, this is cute.
You walk in, there is a male tiefling working there. He politely waves at you. And at a table, you see a very anxious Bryson.
Is it just Bryson?
It is just Bryson.
Oh,
I'm like, I'll walk around.
And I say thanks. And I, head over.
Tamarin, you walk down an aisle that has some fiction books in it, and you almost run face first into the gall.
I'm like, hi.
Hi. Are you
Think
spying
alike.
too? I'm spying.
I'm like, absolutely.
He sometimes needs a little motivation.
Yeah, I could see that. He seems a little shy.
He's like, sorry if I was rude the other night. I like to make fun of him occasionally.
I'm like, it's alright. We were pretty drunk anyway.
He's
Most
like, yeah, you were.
I'm like,
You're-
just so you know, we made it home.
You're trying to give your dog beer. I don't think you're supposed to give dogs beer.
I'm like, she's not. Never mind. Yeah, she's a weird case.
And then he ducks down. Really, he's kind of tall. He's half orc. So he ducks down, like he's kind of been spotted. And then, like, if you peek over, you see Bryson, like, gazing in your direction.
I'm like, oop.
Yeah.
Too.
So Bryson's like, hi.
Hi. Long
I'm
time no see.
I'm sorry he gave you the note. I didn't know he was doing it.
No, that's okay. This is a nice little bookshop place. Does he have something to drink in front of him?
He's drinking coffee, yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna go order another drink. Did you want something to eat?
There's no food here.
Oh, dang it. Never mind. I'm just gonna get a coffee. I'll be right back. And then I
Okay.
come back with a coffee.
Okay.
Um,
So you and your friends were pretty smelly the other day.
Yeah. That. As soon as he says that, does he look like embarrassed like he said that? Or is
Yes.
he just.
He's very embarrassed.
Oh, I love it. It's so endearing. Yeah, we came back from a really crazy adventure. Sometimes that happens, But yeah. It was a really good smelling soap that you picked out for me.
Yeah, it's my favorite.
Oh, well, good. I really liked it. I can see why it's your favorite.
So I've seen you in town before.
Yeah. I frequently like visiting this town. It's on the way to the lily pad, the animal sanctuary I help out with. Really like working with animals. They're pretty nice. And then I pat Miles on the head.
He's like, I like your dog. You shouldn't give it beer though.
Oh, Miles isn't a dog. She's in Uzin. She likes beer, but she also likes to be, in dog form a lot.
And
So
but Newsen are wolves.
yeah, sometimes I like to give her a taste of it. She doesn't seem to mind, but I think if it makes her stomach upset, I would definitely not give it to her.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I've never had a dog. I just hear it's not good.
Yeah, no, you're right. That's totally right. Because I definitely wouldn't give a dog beer, because that's definitely not good for them. But yeah, I really like animals. Sometimes I feel like they understand me more than actual people do sometimes. Because I can come off as really talkative and chatty, like I'm doing right now.
It's okay though. I don't talk that much. I make soap because I don't like to talk to people. It makes me nervous.
You're very good at making soap, though.
Thanks. He
and
smiles
talking to
like he's
people.
proud.
Yes. Rashada's like mentally keeping score of how many times she makes him smile. So like she smiles really widely when he does.
Every time you notice that every time like he does this little smile, he seems to get a little bit more confident, and he like talks in circles a little less. He just starts to talk to you about like what else you like. Every now and then he like peeks up over the bookshelves, and like one time you're pretty sure you see Bryson over there or DeGaulle over there, but he's probably over there. You haven't seen Tamron. You're not really sure where she is, but she's probably here somewhere.
Yeah.
She wouldn't.
Yeah,
have
don't
been.
mind them.
You guys talk for about an hour. It goes by really fast once he like opens up a little bit, and he's like, "I have to go to work."
Oh, okay. I have to go too. But it was good talking to you.
He stands up and he's like, "Next time you're in town, you should stop by. We could have coffee or something."
Okay. I'd really like that.
He blushes. He's like, "Me too."
Okay.
And then, go ahead.
I go and give him. Can I have a hug? I really.
He like kind of like puts his arm around you and he like kind of pats at your back and then backs up.
Oh my god, he's so ridiculously awkward. I love it. Okay. So yeah, I call out, Tamron, you still here? Hello?
Oh, that's me. Yep. And I stand back up.
I
I was
knew she
sitting
was
on the
here.
floor, peeking through the books, trying to do it so you couldn't see how tall I was. I was just like,
Oh, that's cute. Okay. Well, have fun at work. I'll talk to you soon, hopefully. Okay, bye.
He like walks out the door and he like almost hits his head on the door. Like he almost walks into it. But like at the last minute his friend like grabs him and pulls him over a couple inches and he doesn't hit it.
Oh my god.
Oh, I laugh.
Okay.
So
Are
yeah,
you-
we should hurry
Go
back.
I'm
I
keep
threw my
getting
pen.
blurry. It's gonna take you at least 3 hours to get back, depending on where they are.
that's fine. I'm gonna send Took ahead to let them know that we're coming.
It's a very good use. I don't know how fast bats fly.
I feel like probably pretty decently fast anyway. At least faster than we're probably gonna be walking.
Oh, bats fly about 99 miles per hour.
Go! He's a speedy little shit.
He's gonna be there in about 15 minutes. So are Cora and Selfie going to continue forward? What you doing?
I'd like to.
Okay. After about an hour, this farm was real far away. You get to the last farm, well, the last farm that you could see. And the tracks continue all the way down through here. You know you're somewhere north of Ilry. You're probably parallel with where Lily Pad is. It's not on the same road, but it's definitely somewhere in this area, just like a little bit west. This is like a mixed farm. It has like half crops, half animals. There is a full, I don't know, basically a small army of Hildera working at the farm.
Interesting. And that's just like where it leads. It doesn't really continue on much farther, or
The path continues. It's a lot less worn. There might be something further up. You're not really sure. It might just be they walk further on their farm.
but this
it's
is like where these tracks kind of.
Nature.
8.
They're definitely at least here. You can look around the area for a little bit and see if you can find anything else.
Yeah, I'd like to look around, kind of sneakily if I can, because I don't want to get caught and have to explain things and make trouble.
You know that, especially going to OSEP so often, that there's still in some parts of the world, there are large amounts of slavery still. So there is a chance that all these Ildera are not paid.
Yeah, and I don't wanna mess with that or make someone angry.
Yeah.
Got it.
Are you gonna look like toward the farm? You're gonna look forward? You're gonna look across like from the farm?
What do you think, Selfie?
Yeah, let's go. Let's skirt because I don't want to. We're still trying to sort of establish. You think like so? We know that this is the area where there's potential that these could not be paid workers, and it's not like we want to come barreling up to the farm and being like, "Hey, by the way, we're trying to track all this crazy cinnamon debacle, someone breaking into our place and." Everything in between. So let's skirt the area first.
Yeah, like around the property line or fencing, whatever would be sort of the natural barriers of the farm.
Yeah.
You don't see too much around the farm, just mostly like some animal prints that are. They have some goats, some sheep.
Like, I don't know. Unfortunately, I don't know if the animals look like that we're back on the sanctuary, so we wouldn't know if anything was taken and then put in its place, right?
Yeah, I don't think so, no.
There are a couple drakes here because there are some drakes that are used a lot on farms. It looks like you walk by a fence and there's an Ildera nearby. You didn't notice him because he was like laying in the grass.
Alright.
But you startle him. He wasn't necessarily like asleep because Ildera, but
Slack
he
off.
was definitely not thinking about work. And he's very startled and he's like he looks up at you like immediately like you're whoever he works for, and then he kind of sighs relief whenever he notices it's not someone he knows, and he's like, please don't tell anyone.
That you were just relaxing?
I have to work.
How does he look? What does he look like?
I mean, he looks fine.
Does he look like, you know,
How long have you been working here?
Someone's in trouble. I've been working for this family for about 100 years.
And do you like it here?
Sometimes I like to lay in the grass and look at the sky. It's peaceful.
Time off? Do you get paid?
I mean, I have a place to live.
Alright, that's a no. Has anyone suspicious been through here? I mean, I imagine you've probably seen a lot.
I heard something actually earlier today. It sounded like a horse, but all of our horses are up, and the owner hasn't left in a few days. He stays inside a lot. But yeah, it was toward the road. They didn't come near the farm though, and I didn't see them leave.
So they didn't come up to the farm, but they also didn't leave.
The farm's on like the left side of the road.
Okay.
It's on the west side.
Yeah. So definitely not over here then.
He's like, I thought, much like you, I thought it was someone catching me not working.
Well, you don't have to worry about us getting you in trouble.
He's like, he eyes you suspiciously. He's not really sure. And then
I give
He-
him a
Friendly
silver.
smile.
And then he goes back to work.
All right. Well, I mean, we know this is the right area. We can go look the other way.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds like a plan.
After looking around, you see a bat in the sky.
Okay.
Oh, cool. I would get somewhere kind of out of the way. So if we know they're on their way back, I mean, we might not want to go poking around. We should just wait it out. I can
Do you-
set up like a midship's camp and maybe get some food out. They might be hungry after traveling.
Okay, it's about around 4:30 by now. Do you like tie a note to your bat? How does this bat thing work? You're muted.
He would probably just come up and kind of like nibble on your finger or something, like, hey, because we already established the fact that if I sent him, we were coming.
Okay.
Kind of chirps happily, like little bat sounds, and sits on someone's shoulder.
He's like a bird bat.
Yep, he's just like, hey, I'm here.
Okay. Across from the farm, there's like it's an open field. It's a lot of really nice flat land. It's surprising there's not an actual farm there. You're not sure who owns it. It's not the people whose farm you were just on. But there's plenty of space that you could camp.
Yeah, I definitely want to set up camp then.
Okay.
Find us a good spot so we're not
Yeah.
running to do it later.
It is going to take them about 3.5 hours to get to you.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I know it'll be evening, but I still feel nervous about getting into trouble without them around. So I don't know.
It's a lot of open land. There's some trees a little further out in the field, and then it's up against a hill. So I don't know if you want to like camp in the field, camp near the trees.
Some tree cover would be nice.
Okay,
We
that's
could
what I
find like
figured.
a little area we could clear, just enough space for us, nothing crazy. Maybe put up some hammocks.
Oh no. Our new
Uh,
thing.
Right.
All right, you get over to the tree line. There's some like denser trees like back toward the hill, but you found like the front area where they're not as dense, but they have decent coverage. You're able to clear away some sticks. It doesn't look like anyone's like camped here or have disturbed it recently, like just this specific area. So yeah, you can clear that, and then they'll be there. I said 4:30, so they'll be there around 8. So right as it's getting dark.
Okay, sounds good.
Should you like for me to fast forward?
Yeah, that's fine. I don't think we're gonna do much else unless Selfie wants something to do something.
No, I'm just scoping, just waiting patiently, and then just making sure we keep an eye out on everything, see if there's anything that we notice that's, out of the ordinary, suspicious.
And we'd
We'll see-
probably hurry back as fast as we could too.
Yeah. We'll say that whenever you get close, Took flies off and he like finds you and brings you back.
And he would know I was coming.
Yeah. So he pulls you over to the camp, and you guys, are you just going to camp for the night? You put up your hammocks?
Yeah, I would want to hear the tale of how everything went with Bryson, and that would probably we'd be talking and putting up stuff like that. Maybe we could try to see if there's anything that happens tonight. Watch under the cover of night after we eat.
I think that's a good idea. And Tamron is like very excited and basically like waiting for Rashada and Bryson's marriage.
Baby steps.
Sometimes she got an arranged marriage, so like the fact like people going on dates and stuff sounded really like interesting to her. So she's like, well, like I mean, now you just get married, right?
Aw, that's cute.
But yeah, like if somebody prompted that kind of conversation, I would gush all about it.
That's cute. Okay.
Yeah, so maybe a little bit of napping, but definitely want to see what's going on at night where we have some cover.
How late? How late are you guys staying up?
We can take watches.
Yeah.
I would definitely want to
Everyone can get sleep.
Yeah, 'cause I don't want to miss anything, and I definitely want to see if something happens.
Yeah.
But I
If
don't want to
something
stay up all
happens-
night and get, negative some stats.
Yeah, we'll take watches.
Okay. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first because I have never taken first watch, and everyone has been nice.
Okay. Around 11 p.m. You're not all asleep yet. You're in that sleepy zone where you're like kind of delirious, but kind of not. You hear something through the branches because it's not a very inhabited area and like tree branches fall. You had to clear a bunch. And a man falls backward after tripping over some branches. He has his sword drawn, but he jumps up quickly and he has his back turned to you.
Ooh,
And
like
he-
he was trying to sneak up on us to murder us.
It looks
No.
like something might be after him.
So, like, I think
Okay.
something scared him and he stumbled into our camp backwards, like, with his sword up.
That's what it looks like.
I was like, what kind of weird? Okay.
Right?
Okay, so I assume that we all kind of like are awake now.
Yeah, if we weren't, like, totally in a super deep sleep, that probably would have...
Now we're wired.
You hear Miles growling. And that is all for this evening. You're done.
What
One
done?
question.
Yeah.
What race is he?
He's a human.
Is he cute?
You can't really tell. He's got like a cloak up and it's kind of dark.
Is his
Well,
cloak cute?
This is
Uh,
a cute cloak.
figure,
Or anything.
It is
like a
a-
motherfucker.
It's a nice cloak, but it's been worn. Like, it sees a lot of like weather. It's a little bit dirty. It's a little bit torn, but it's a nice
This is a
cloak.
well-seasoned human.
He got it at
potential-
Goodwill. It's fine.
So
Uh,
strong and adventurous.
Strong and stressed
Oh.
seasoned potential suitor.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you, everyone.
We're really
for-
on focus.
That's fine.
Everywhere.
I hope you like this episode of Dating and Dragons. We will be back next week on Monday. You can catch Joe and his crew on Thursday for some stop, drop, and roll action. And then on Saturday, we'll be back with Keymasters. And I guess that's all. Join our Discord. Come talk to us. Hang out. All right. Bye, guys.
Yeah.
Bye.
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 Bye.